The CEO of Roblox, David Baszucki, has been accused of abusing tax breaks meant for small businesses. In the article by the New York Times, it reads, "A tax break intended for small businesses has been contorted into the latest tax dodge by Silicon Valley's ultra-wealthy. Early investors and companies have each been able to avoid taxes on at least $10 million in profits." Is David Baszucki avoiding his taxes? Did Roblox's CEO just get exposed? Let's find out in this video. Essentially, David Baszucki and his family are being called out for abusing a tax loophole to their small business status. However, Roblox is definitely not a small business as it stands now. So let's read more into the Roblox New York Times article. It reads, "This is the story of the incredible cloning tax break. In 2004, David Baszucki, fresh off a stint as a radio host in Santa Cruz, California, started a tiny video game company. It was eligible for a tax break that lets investors and small businesses avoid millions of dollars in capital gains taxes if the startups hit it big. Today, Mr. Baszucki's company Roblox, the maker of one of the world's most popular video game platforms, is valued at around $60 billion. Mr. Baszucki is worth an estimated $7 billion. Yet he and his family are reaping big benefits from a tax break aimed at small businesses. Mr. Baszucki and his relatives have been able to multiply the tax break at least 12 times. Along those poised to avoid millions of dollars in capital gains taxes are his wife, his 4 children, his mother-in-law, and even his first cousin-in-law, according to securities filings and people with knowledge of the matter." From the article, basically what they are saying is Mr. Baszucki and his family have been abusing tax breaks meant for small businesses, although they are a large one according to the New York Times. What the article actually fails to mention, however, is this is actually completely legal. So what David Baszucki and his family are doing is morally wrong, however, it is not legally wrong. It goes on to explain that this tax break is known as the Qualified Small Business Stock, or the QBS exemption, and it allows early investors and companies in many industries to avoid taxes on or at least $10 million in profits. The article further goes on to explain that investors in hot tech companies are enlarging the tax break. The trick is to give shares in those companies to friends or relatives. Even though these recipients didn't put their money into the companies, they nonetheless inherit the tax break, and a third of $10 million or more in profits becomes tax-free. The article goes on further to explain that this tax break, although legal, is completely unfair to those because their children get advantages, celebrities get advantages, and many people who in their opinion don't deserve it get these advantages. The reactions to this have been all over the place, with some people saying that David Baszucki is evading taxes, some even calling David Baszucki a criminal despite the fact this is completely legal. It's overall a mixed reaction in the RTC. Some are saying, well, goodbye Roblox. Most likely what's going to happen from this incident since David Baszucki was exposed is he's probably going to resign from Roblox. That is the most likely thing that could happen in my opinion. Getting into the political side of things, a lot of people believe that this is completely immoral because taxes go into a lot of services that help a lot of people. So by David Baszucki not paying his taxes, therefore less people can be helped, and this is some people's logic in this situation. And the reality is, tons of companies do this every day. So why is Roblox being called out when so many other companies could be called out as well? Although it is definitely immoral, it is not illegal. So therefore, this article is not essentially an expose article, more as an opinion article. So a quick recap if you skip to the end. Basically, David Baszucki has been called out for not paying his fair share of taxes, according to the New York Times. However, this is in fact completely legal, however, it is frowned upon. David Baszucki used this tax break to gain his family millions of dollars in not needed to pay taxes. Furthermore, the Roblox community is divided on this, with some saying that they don't support David Baszucki anymore as he's been cheating his way out of taxes using this tax loophole that he's found to gain his family millions of dollars in unpaid taxes. That's all for this video. Thank you so much for watching my video. I'd really appreciate it if you give a subscribe and a thumbs up. They all very much mean a lot to me. I'll see you in the next video.